So recently, President Trump has begun pushing a new treatment for coronavirus. So now, this treatment, unlike hydroxychloroquine, actually comes from the oleander plant, right? And it's an extract, an oil from the oleander plant. So now, a lot of people were wondering where he got this idea, considering that oleander is actually incredibly toxic. Well, it came from My Pillow CEO Mike Lindell, who has a stake in a company, a financial stake in a company that is creating that oil. So now, following the report, Lindell appeared on CNN, and this little exchange happened.
The FDA knows it passed every safety test. They could give us this today on the dietary list. We would like the IND, which we applied also for the drug side.
And why should the FDA be wasting time on something like this? Has no proof of anything. The military, military actually looked into this, tested it, and said, you know what? It's inconclusive. We're not going to do further testing because it's a waste of time. We have more important things to do.
No, that's not what they said. The FDA is doing a fine job, like the president said. They're the ones that have all this.
Well, that is what the military said at Fort Detrick. They actually did test it. They said it was inconclusive and that they are not doing any further testing because there's a lot more important things for them to be looking at.
All right. So, for one, notice the pivot. Okay. So Anderson Cooper's like, well, look, the military tested this and it basically was inconclusive. It says, we really don't have evidence to back up any of the claims about this. And by the way, that's why they're not looking to get like approval from the FDA as a drug, but as a health supplement, right? Or a dietary supplement, which gets to skirt the rules. But Lindell, again, he's like, oh, no. The FDA says it's great. No. That's not an accident, okay? Yes, he's not directly talking about the military who did that study. So now, also, again, the dietary supplement list, they're going to skirt regulations. That's why they do that, okay? So Lindell, he's running a grift. It's very, very clear, and he cannot defend that grift. And so he's going to keep lying. Luckily, Anderson Cooper is going to have none of it.
No, the FDA has gotten everything from the company. They've gotten everything. Tests you don't get to see right now because you're not the FDA, Mr. Anderson. When it comes out, when the FDA gives us the IND, I'm going to ask you this.
You got to see a study, but you don't remember anything about it. You don't remember who did it. You don't remember was there a control group.
What do you think I'm on here for? If you knew yourself
that just by coming on and getting this name out there for this unproven thing, desperate people
why are you trying to discredit a thing that works? Why, when we have such a great president that brings all private sector companies into this and to reach out for all solutions?
Because you're a snake oil salesman telling people, take this product. You're desperate. You're desperate. I'm not calling you names.
I'm praying for you. I don't call you names, Mr. Anderson. I don't call you names. I don't call your network names. Why are you attacking me? I just want to help people.
Because you are telling people who are desperate to take something that is unproven, potentially dangerous, and you have no evidence to back it up. It's kind of morally bankrupt.
Hello? Yes, I would like to report a murder, please. Oh, yeah. I love that. Very, very strong response. Snake oil salesman, basically calling him out for what he is. Okay. Yes. And by the way, I love the response, right? Lindell's like, why are you attacking me? Why are you attacking me? I am such a victim here, even though I'm trying to sell something that is going to make me profit. No, you're a grifter. Look, desperate people have and will take things that are dangerous if the president promotes it. We've already seen this happen. We have already heard of stories of people injecting disinfectants after Donald Trump said, maybe you should try injecting a disinfectant. We've had a lot of success with that. And not only that, but people have taken chloroquine. Now, chloroquine is sort of different from hydroxychloroquine in the fact that it's fish tank cleaner. And so there was a couple that decided, well, I don't want to get coronavirus, so I'm going to take fish tank cleaner because the president said it was okay. One person died from this. Both went to the hospital. And so, yeah, those are examples of where the president floats something that is dangerous and his supporters take it. And so it's going to hurt people. Now, let me give you the facts. Once again, oleandrin, which is the ingredient in the supplement that MyPillow guy is trying to hawk, right, in order to make money, is drawn from the Nerium oleander plant. It has traditionally been used to treat hemorrhoids, ulcers, leprosy, and is also used as an abortifacient, right? So now that said, that's traditional medicine, okay, not modern medicine. And so according to modern medicine, there's no evidence that this is safe or effective on any of that stuff, okay? And so the fact is, the oleander plant and everything about it is highly toxic. You can't even burn it without it being fatal. Oleander is highly toxic to humans because of compounds and animals, by the way, including oleandrin. Eating just one leaf of the plant can be fatal for an adult, and all parts of the plant are poisonous. Even if you have skin contact with the plant's sap, you can get rashes and sores. Oleandrin, by the way, they've been testing oleandrin for other things. One of the things they're testing it for is whether or not it can treat cancer. So now there's a hot water extract of the plant trademarked as Envirzel, right? And there was some promise in cancer treatment outside of the body. So now it appeared to have slowed the growth of tumors and even killed some cancer cells in laboratory settings. That is, again, outside the body. It has not been proven to be effective inside the human body. Now, you might think, well, wait a minute. Well, it kills cancer cells, right? So it must be effective. Well, you know what? Dipping your hand in acid would probably also kill any cancer in it. But that doesn't really do, much good for your hand or any part of the body that could have cancer in it. Hand was a bad example, but you know what I mean. Just like, that's why people who don't have cancer don't jump into vats of acid. Yes, it would kill the cancer, but also would kill you. And so you have to have treatments that, yes, are effective enough against cancer or whatever ailment, right? But also make sure to leave the rest of you alive, okay, during treatment. Now, chemotherapy and radiation right now are good cancer treatments, but they are risky because it does kill healthy cells as long as killing the cancer cells. And so that is a problem. But right now, we found that it's still the safest way to kill cancer cells within the body while not killing it. The overall point is, just because something works in a lab setting outside of the body does not mean it is safe for use inside the body. So now, that said, let's get back to oleander, right? So now medical professionals decided to weigh in on this, and they did not mince words. Now, Jennifer Gunter, MD, tweeted that, quote, it's easier to kill a person with oleandrin than COVID-19, meaning that the treatment would actually be more disastrous, more deadly than the actual disease, and highlighted a case report in which 2 people were poisoned after eating snails who had eaten an oleander plant. So, the snail eats oleander, you eat the snail, like if you're French, I guess, really like escargot, and then, then you can get sick from that. You can get poisoned from that. Now, David Jerling, MD, PhD of Sunnybrook Health Services in Toronto, also weighed in on this. He said, quote, oleandrin, yep, that would definitely end up killing people. No one should take oleandrin to prevent COVID. Anyone gullible and foolish enough to take it, despite this advice, should get their affairs in order beforehand. So that is very clear. Do not take anything containing oleandrin, okay? Oleander is a toxin. It's a poison. It will kill you, okay? Don't take it. So for the love of God, do not listen to Donald Trump or Mike Lindell, because in this case, your life literally depends on it.